Yes, this is Danny Pepperseed live and direct from Reggae Geel in Belgium. And while Shaggy is on stage, we are here with two dancehall heroes, you know. Next to me is Spragga Benz, a real 90s dancehall don. And we have a younger dancehall don here, Agent Sasco Assassin. Welcome, guys, to World of Reggae.
Respect, respect.
Blessed love, respect.
Yes, Spragga, well, while I was standing here preparing the interview, I said, well, it's almost over 20 years since Spragga is around in the dancehall scene now, you know. So I remember you were coming up like in about 93, scoring your first hits, and, you know, basically you had a background as a selector for La Benz sound system. Tell us a bit about those days for you. You know, how was it to be a selector in those days and coming up as an artist yourself now?
Yeah. Well, actually, I wasn't really a selector, and I was just one of the youth them who get the songs and bring them, you know, so I'm here to the street, would I know what is a new song, would I go to the record shop and buy that song and bring back to the sound. Ricky Filler was the actual selector, you know, and Jigs here, new kids, but me just get the tune them and pick up dub plates and stuff like that. The errand boy.
Yeah. Yes, and then one day now, you went into the studio with Buju Banton. Wanting to voice Buju, and Buju said, no, if you want more dub, you have to go sing them yourself, don't it?
Actually, we never carry him to the studio, we bring him to the house, because we never have studio money yet, you know? So we bring him to the house and recording him on some little equipment that we had, and you know, that was how the story went. He never really wanted to do for, so he encouraged me to do something as well, you know, and it turned out into this. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, now since then it was going full speed. You just did your show like, well, I heard basically every rhythm that Dave Kelly ever built. You know, like in your live set. You know, I had so many hits. It was hit after hit. Tell us about those days. You know, working with Dave Kelly, because to many he's like one of the greatest producers in dancehall. How was it to work with Dave?
It was a great experience then, in those days, because I was a young artist and Dave Kelly was the top producer at the time, you know, with its like Browning and other Buju Banton classics. So, you know, getting into that camp was a good thing for me as a young artist, and I learned a lot there. You know, I did a lot of good work that stand to this day.
Yeah, definitely, because your catalog is part of every dancehall session. When you play, you know, you have to run at least like a handful of Spragga Benz tunes in your selection, you know. Well, you did hip-hop collaborations as well. Worked together with Foxy Brown, yeah, and done a whole heap of things. And then I remember in '99, I was in Jamaica and I was at Delano's Revenge, and you were all performing on the sound, and then all of a sudden Spragga Benz was there bringing this young youth from Kingston and saying, yo people, I have some wicked youth I want to bust. Listen to him, you know, and you brought out Jeffrey Campbell, Assassin, you know.
Yeah, a natural thing at that time, you know, all the way we roll and are the young artists with promise, you know, so we get the opportunity for bringing him to the audience, and, you know, we sure sell then the confidence what we have, him never really let you down, and the people them say, yeah, a real youth.
Yeah, man. Because I remember that was the first time I actually see you perform, you know, as a young youth. Delano's Revenge '99, I remember, you know?
Yeah, for sure. You know, well, if you know Spragga Benz and, you know, familiar with, you know, him journey, as I said, from '92 till that time, it's always, you know, trying to, you know, bring forward new talent. I remember in high school it was Greg Hines and, you know, Natty Chris, and, you know, the name Red Square I never started the name Red Square, but it was always, you know, somebody that come forward, then Tomahawk, you know what I mean, and then, you know, now right here Amlak, you know, is here. The first time I came to Europe was on a Chemix festival, you know, with Spragga again. So, you know, it's the type of energy that you don't find a lot in dancehall music. You know, Killer is also somebody who always have some youth to bring forward. So, you know, I am the beneficiary of that kind of vibe, and, you know, it's enough respect for that. Yeah, man.
Well, you've been building your career yourself since then, you know. Had big hits like one for Stealing Clevey as a man on the Sleepy Dog rhythm. You worked with Christopher Birch, who used to be the keyboard player for Shaggy, who's actually on stage right now, you know. Yeah, so what is, you know, going on for Assassin right now? Because I hear you're working on an album.
Yeah, I'm working on a project now, kind of, you know, focus on Europe. You know, it's a one-drop project, you know, more kind of reggae vibes. You know, outside of that, I've been, you know, fortunate enough to learn a lot from a lot of producers over the years, from Donovan Jermaine and Penthouse, who actually, you know, Spragga introduced me to Jermaine. I was my manager for a while to Penthouse Records. You know, Steely and Clevie, you know what I mean? Dave Kelly as well. I was fortunate to work with him. You know, too many to mention. Snow Cone, Steve Marsden, who is on stage right now playing with Shaggy. Yeah, produced the roughest Diwali record. You know, Steve as a young producer, genius, Don Carleone. You know, so many people, and I'm always a student of the music, so I always try to, you know, learn as much as I can, you know, whenever I get the opportunity to work with people. So this project coming forward now is, like I said, more a reggae kind of vibe. I've never, you know, done a straight up reggae project before, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's really good news. When will the album drop?
Well, we don't drop album, you know, we release them. Cause it might drop it and not get up. So we release it and make it run, you know. You know, the idea is to have it out before 2015 is done. So we're pretty much very near the finish line. Just for dot some I's and cross some T's and get it moving.
All right, that's good. Well, we're here at Reggae Geel right now. This is not your first Reggae Geel. Like a couple of years ago, you were here in the Bounce Dancehall tent. Yeah. This time you were on the main stage with a full band. Yeah. How is it to do your show together with a band compared to like the sound system thing?
Well, it's a different vibe, but at the same time, it's music, you know, it's the same. And, you know, whenever we perform, if it's a pan and I can make the most of it. So, you know, whether it be tracks, you know, the band, whether we do a cappella, you know, it's always a good vibe to represent the music and, you know, just to be out here. So, you know, we give thanks to be back and, you know, the main stage this time around. But if them say 10 next time, we're the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, Spragga, for you, it was the first time tonight. Well, you played with a band as well, and actually for me, it was the first time I did see you perform over here in Europe. You haven't really been in Europe so very often. How was your experience tonight?
It's a good vibe, you know. It's a good vibe, and looking forward to being more present over here. Yeah, it's a great vibe.
Now, well, Assassin just told us about like his new album coming up. What you are working on currently?
Well, currently, Rebel Nation, what I work on, you know, with the young artists like Amlak, Red Square, who introduced, you know, over here, and Reggae Benz and Bitter So Sicka, you know, quality, youth like that. We have a new rhythm we just put out named The Backbite, and it features quality, Babish Murder, myself, and Reggae Benz, and one track. And you know, Amlak is on the track as well with a track called Monotonous DJ. So those are the things that we're doing. We're still on nurture Red Square and the youths coming up. Me personally, I do some singles with Marcus, which is Marcus My Way.
And your son?
Yeah, and me and Steven the Genius, as well as Steve O'Malley. And look at him, German, on a Big Ship Studio, you know. Me and him I do some work. For the first time as a, you know, experiment, I got good vibes. So them things them really I work on right now, stuff like that. Yeah, not EP or not album. Just I make music and have fun. Yeah,
straight music, you know. Well, look, the sounds promising, you know. Well, guys, thanks a lot for taking all the time to talk to us. You know, last year we did it with Beanie Man and Bonnie Lee together, you know. This year we do it with Assassin and with Spragga Benz together, you know. So, come on.
Why name Dick Tracy image though? Yeah, beat them.
Yellow.
Yes, man. This was Danny Pepperseed, live and direct from Reggae Geel in Belgium. Peace out.